the Jewish community in Montgomery County, politics and elections, and frankly in our politics throughout the country and around the world. Anti-Semitism is surging. It has been surging for years, even before October 7th, and has reached a feverish pitch. This isn't a political issue for me, it's a deeply personal one. Even before October 7th, I led the effort to pass a resolution to combat and address anti-Semitism. It was controversial. The very groups that you're talking about that have said that we shouldn't have any access to anybody who has anything to do with or any connection to Israel, which means, by the way, nearly every single Jew, those are the same groups that attacked me and attacked the communities. We worked together with JCRC and ADL and AJC. We ultimately got it passed, but it wasn't without a serious fight. And we have to remember that. I'm proud of the fact that I led the effort to initiate the Nonprofit Security Grant Program. After the Tree of Life massacre, we convened a faith security town hall meeting that ultimately led to the idea of doing the nonprofit security grants. Now $7 million have been provided to secure our institutions, many of which are Jewish, a plurality of which are Jewish, given the severity of the need. After October 7th, as too many organizations and public officials were not saying the right things or saying awful things, I wrote a column, Don't Equivocate About Jew Hate, and was unapologetic about my concerns about what was happening in our community. I was unafraid to speak up and speak out against CASA when they had a violently anti-Semitic statement after October 7th. Some were silent. I wasn't. I never have been. I never will be. I've worked each and every day with JCRC and other Jewish community organizations and Jewish community leaders to address what's happening in our schools. And I'm proud of the fact that I was the Jewish Community Champion, the inaugural award provided by the JCRC because of our partnership and our work on this issue. This is a key issue for our community. It is on the ballot, and I hope folks in our community will vote accordingly.
Thank you. Esther Wells.
Yes, thank you for the question. So a little bit more about myself. So I am currently the president and chairperson of the board of trustees at my local church here in Gaithersburg with the founding pastors, Pastor Philip W. Davis Beaver. And so a lot of the concerns that our faith community members like yourself have with the Christian faith is when it comes to security and being able to assemble freely and gather and feel safe to worship our God. And so as your next county executive, that will be one of the identities that I bring forward with me. To ensure that we do have safe places and spaces to worship. And so one of the things that we can do is we can convene a faith leader advisory board where they will be able to advise me as a county executive to understand, here's what we're seeing, and to have just standing meetings to understand again, how can we address the issues and the concerns, and not just, whether it's come task force or talk about it, we just need to take action. And so that would help us to move our needs forward, and then also coupling that with what has been mentioned with the security grants. I think grants are good, it's a good start, but however, it's not sustainable. And so one of the things that we should do is ensure that we fully staff our police department and ensure that we embed the needs of our faith communities when we worship as part of our patrol officers' beat. Right? If we know on Sunday mornings that certain places are having worship, we need to ensure that as part of the police officers' patrol, that they are in certain spaces, again, providing that add additional level of security for us. In MCPS, we need to, again, bring SROs back in schools for physical safety, while also ensuring that we do not continue the policy of restorative justice, which is for the emotional and mental needs of our students. Again, that just re-traumatize the victim. And so we really need to be at the forefront of the issue in the county, stricter consequences for those that are committing anti-Semitism or religious discrimination. And so all of those things I think are important. I think you guys are asking a good question, and as a Christian and a faith community member, that will be one of my priorities. Thank you.
Thank you.